Yo, what's up, everybody? I know it's been a minute, so it's good to be back. I'm in where am I? I'm in Arizona right now. Just came out of Salt Lake City. Picked up a load there at the terminal. Before that, I came from Erie, Pennsylvania, to Walmart DC, just outside of Salt Lake City. So my next load was actually a preloaded trailer from Salt Lake. I think somebody dropped it off, and I just took it the rest of the way. This was going to Dunn, North Carolina. And then I'm taking about a week for home time. So yeah, I'm excited. Let me clean this lens. Maybe that'll be a little better. I should have done that from the beginning. Yeah, I'm here at Love's doing my 30-minute break. I just came down from Salt Lake, like I said, going to North Carolina, and they wanted me to go Interstate 80, but coming from Erie, Interstate 80 in Wyoming was closed to trucks. So I went down Interstate 70, which I never done that before. I knew it was probably, you know, it's further south, so there was a better chance that it would not be as bad a shape, with the wind especially. I think the wind is the big thing, especially up in Wyoming, Nebraska. But so I went on Interstate 70, beautiful, beautiful area. A lot of it that I drove was at night. I ended up taking a break. There's a nice rest area right on the side of the interstate. It holds probably 15, 17 trucks or something like that, maybe 8 or 10 cars. And I mean, you wake up from, you know, I arrived when it was pitch black outside. Then you wake up and you look out, and there's this beautiful scenic overpass, or overlook, excuse me. Just beautiful, beautiful way to wake up. So yeah, I finished that. I went through, you know, Vail Pass. You hear a lot of people talk about that. It's pretty treacherous. Luckily, it was after I'd been to bed and woke up, so I did that part during the daytime, which was I'm glad that I was able to do that. I think the hard part was, you know, it's like an 8% grade for 6 or 6.5 miles, something like that. So it's, you know, you gotta be careful. I don't want to say I was afraid. I was confident in my skills for sure. But I mean, it's, you know, it's daunting, especially having never done it before. Anyway, it was challenging, but I made it through. No issues. No smoking the brakes. Nothing like that. So woke up, finished the drive to Salt Lake. Like I said, it was a Walmart distribution center, Grantsville, Utah, just outside of Salt Lake. Did my 10-hour break as soon as I arrived at Walmart. Went to bed. This Walmart's on a road that's kind of out by itself. It's about 6 miles down, like a frontage road, and there's, you know, after you get to it, there's extra wide shoulders on each side. So there were 4 or 5 other trucks parked there doing their sleep break. So I did the same thing, lucked out. You know, Walmart 9 times out of 10 doesn't have anywhere for you to park. But this one I lucked out. My plan was to go to the terminal if there was, you know, nowhere to park between the delivery and Salt Lake, but ended up just parking right outside the gate. So I got to Salt Lake, went to the terminal, had an air leak on my trailer that was, I don't want to say it was bad, it was significant. The supply line, there's a green supply line that goes to the tire inflation system. Couldn't think of the word. So the trailer will, you know, inflate the tires if they get low. It had a leak in it, the supply line to that system. So I got that fixed. Put me behind a little bit, getting out of the terminal. Also, The terminal there in Salt Lake is pretty understaffed. I don't know, I don't know if it's because not a lot of drivers use that terminal, or if not a lot of drivers use that terminal because there's not a lot of staff. I don't know, but there were 2 people in the kitchen. There's a class going on. There were some people training down on the pad. They all came up for lunch the same time I got there, so I don't know. Outbound took about almost an hour, about 55 minutes, and I was the only truck trying to get out. Everybody else was trying to come in, so I think the inbound outbound is pretty understaffed, but I don't know why. I don't know. It was kind of aggravating, but I made it work. So like I said, oh yeah, so leaving Salt Lake wanted me to go Interstate 80. I didn't want to go that way because, again, going eastbound, Wyoming was closed again. I guess so. Yesterday, it would have been. They were closed yesterday to high-profile vehicles. And I looked at the Google map, and the traffic was just red everywhere. So I considered going Interstate 70 again, but I knew as I was getting out of there, I think I got out of there at the perfect time. I think they were starting to get some pretty bad snow too, like Vail. I can't think of the other. What's the other ski town? That's gonna bug me now. Anyway, there's two big ski towns. Breckenridge, that's it. Yeah. So yeah, Breckenridge and Vail. I think they both got pretty good snow yesterday, so I think it's good that I didn't go that way. So what I ended up doing was coming south out of Salt Lake on Interstate 15, and then cutting over to Highway 89. And I'd never done that. Like I said, I talked to a few people, but it's beautiful. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. I would highly recommend doing it in the daytime. There's a lot of steep downs. There's a lot of steep ups, and especially with the elevation. I think at one point it was 7,000 something feet, and I don't know. You just got to worry about snow and ice and stuff like that too. Even if it's not, snowing where you left normal, I guess, whatever your regular elevation was. But beautiful area. It goes. I stopped and actually stopped at. There's a dam, and I'm blanking on the name of the dam right now. It blocks off the Colorado River into the Lake Powell. I'm blanking on it. I'll put pictures and all that stuff. But it's a real cool dam. I got there around midnight, and it's super dark. So there's only lights just going across the bridge, kind of facing the dam. You don't drive across the dam, you drive across a bridge that faces the dam. So there's really only street lights on the bridge, and there's a rest area, on the other side of the bridge. There's a few lights there. So I didn't really know what I was stopping at. It just, some of the trucker path reviews said, yeah, it's a real good place to park, pretty views. So I got there, can't see anything. Woke up this morning, and it's just beautiful, just awesome scenery. A lot better than Wyoming, I mean, you got Elk Mountain in Wyoming, but that's about it. But yeah, so I stayed there last night until this morning. Got started this morning, and ended up continuing down. I had about 3 more hours on 89, and it finally dumped me out. I'm on Interstate 40 now at this Love's. I don't remember the name of the town, but it's a Love's here on Interstate 40. I haven't been here long, just past Flagstaff. But yeah, I mean, absolutely gorgeous, beautiful views. I took a few videos, pictures and stuff of, the different canyons that I was driving through. I'd probably go that route again. I would try to make it to where I do it in the daytime. Like I said, from this morning to now, obviously, sun's out. I did it daytime, but the drive I did getting off of 15 out of South Lake onto 89, that was at night, and again, there was a lot of steep ups, a lot of steep downs, and you can't really see that far ahead of you, so you don't know how steep it's going to get, how quickly. During daytime, you can see, oh yeah, it's flat for, you know, a mile, so you know you have that long to stay in the accelerator, but you know, you come over a hill and you don't know how far ahead of you it's going to start going back down, so it probably, I think it saves about 50 miles cutting the corner off, but it probably added an hour, maybe an hour and a half total. But absolutely beautiful. If you're ever not in a hurry, coming from, you know, the west, Salt Lake, anywhere, really Salt Lake coming, you know, south, southeast, I would highly recommend going Highway 89. Like I said, a few switchbacks, a few steep grades, but absolutely beautiful. I wish I would have got to see, you know, the first half last night, but anyway, I'll put videos of all that stuff. Just again, I've been here on 40 before, and you can see, I mean, the skyline goes forever. You can see, you know, plateaus and stuff. I've seen that, you know, a million times, but going through those canyons, it was it was something else. I'm really glad that I decided to go that way. But yeah, so like I said, leaving Salt Lake, going to Dunn, North Carolina. For those of you that remember, Dunn, North Carolina is where my truck broke down 3 times back to back, same part of the interstate. So, man, this wind. I hope this fluffy thing's doing the trick. So I came out of Springfield. You know, they've updated the computer program on my truck. I've been from Springfield to Pennsylvania to Erie, now Erie to Salt Lake, now Salt Lake down here to just out, like I said, outside of Flagstaff right now, almost about 250 miles from Albuquerque. No issues, no DPF, DEF, engine light, nothing. Everything's good. The service writer, I guess he was a manager, I don't know, at the Peterbilt in Springfield. His name's Chad. Excellent guy. I mean, I told him, you know, I'd been in and out 4 and 5 times. I think 5 or 6 times since actually October, and you know, super understanding. You know, super, you know, sympathetic and stuff. And he said, "Yeah, man, we'll get it right and get it running." So apparently, there's a new computer update that's out. I talked to Van, the Springfield Peterbilt TLG rep. He said that it was a glitch in the computer system that affects only trucks that are set up the way Prime's trucks are set up. With the 65 mile an hour eco mode, the horsepower and the torque are the same, but being in the eco mode and being stopped down to 65, he said that it's, you know, it's not just Prime trucks, it's any truck that has those, you know, has that setting. So like I said, I've been, you know, almost 3,300 miles with no issues, no high temperature exhaust, no DEF, no regen. So keeping my fingers crossed, but I do feel confident about it, so I'm happy about that. Coming down 89, I also got a video, and I'll, you know, put parts of it in. There's I think it's a 6% grade for 2 miles. Really pretty area, but there's a, you know, a mandatory brake inspection for commercial vehicles before you go in. So I pulled off, checked my brakes, did a, you know, a air brake test, and walked around, physical inspection, and again, beautiful area. It's right between two. It's a canyon, but it starts out right between two huge mountains. You can tell it was cut right through the middle, but just absolutely beautiful. But you can see how I, set the cruise control. Man, I really hope this windsock is covering this microphone enough. It's windy. I set cruise control and then set the engine brake and use just the controlled descent. Never have to touch the brake, never have to touch the accelerator. The engine brakes on these trucks are excellent. I remember Marlou's truck had a really strong engine brake. I know my Peterbilt has 4 settings. It's got 1, 2, 3, and then what it calls max. You basically click 1, 2, 3, and then you pull it down and hold it and let it go, and it'll pop back up, and that's max. And it'll dang near stop the truck going down a steep hill. So really good thing to have. Definitely don't want to wear out the brakes or burn them up or get them spongy or run out of air, anything like that. So got pretty good with that. I know on the Freightliners, Marlou taught me about riding the brake as long as you keep it at that first notch on the application pressure. Peterbilts don't have that gauge. Freightliners have the application pressure, gauge that shows you how much pressure you're applying to the brakes. Freightliners, you can look and you can see you keep it on that first notch all the way down and you're good. But like I said, Peterbilt doesn't have that, so rely on the engine brake a little more. There's a few steep places. Like I said last night, coming up in the dark, there was a lot of steep places, but like I said, just take it slow, rely on your training and what your comfort is. Don't drive any faster than you're comfortable driving. The good thing about last night, there wasn't a lot of traffic on the road, so if I was going down a steep hill at like 30, 35 miles an hour, there's nobody behind me getting aggravated or angry or anything. So oh man, I feel like I'm running my mouth. Trying to fill you guys in on everything. That was just I just kind of let everything go there all at once. Like I said, I'm heading to North Carolina and then heading home. I'm gonna take probably a week or so for some home time. I hadn't been home since January 3rd, I think I left out. So looking forward to getting home. I usually don't stay out this long. I usually go about a month, but it's about a month and a half. So be glad to get home and relax and let the truck take a break. The truck, man, I've been putting some miles on that thing, man. Going from, I went from actually a town in South Carolina to Texas, and then Texas to Springfield, then Springfield to Erie, PA, then Erie, PA to Salt Lake, and now Salt Lake to North Carolina. Man, I've been putting some miles on. Good paying jobs too, really good paying loads. This load that I dropped off, man, you lose track of your days. The load that I dropped off night before last was Walmart load coming from Erie. I think I should have looked before I think it paid $39, and then this load from Salt Lake to Dunn. Now this load from Salt Lake to Dunn originated in Washington, so there wasn't a whole lot of trip off the top for the driver, whoever brought it from Washington. But this one, Salt Lake to North Carolina, I think pays $45. But these will be the only two trips on this paycheck. This one delivers Wednesday morning, 7 a.m. So it'll be a really It'll be a really good paycheck for sure. But it's only 2 trips, and it'll be the entire week. Our pay cuts off Wednesday at 4, so that's Central Time. So wherever you're at, you got to remember, you got to have your bills and your trip sheet and stuff turned in. So yeah, like I said, it'll be a good paycheck. It'll help, going home for a week, not having any income for that week. It'll help, with truck payment and stuff like that for the week that I'm home. So that's huge. I always try to do that. Try to go home. I do this. I try to go home on like earlier in the week, but later in the pay week, like a Tuesday or Wednesday. I try to go home and then come back on like a Wednesday or Thursday. That way you had the previous week to make your truck payment, and then you're starting out the week the next week good. Man, this wind. It's beautiful weather out here, but man, this wind. Yeah, so I don't know what else. It's I'm telling you guys, it's a beautiful day. Just look around. Thankful to be here for sure. There's a lot of there's a lot of people that aren't as fortunate right now to have a really good job, and I don't take this one for granted. It's been great for me, especially coming out of losing my construction job business. I had that for 5 years, and just thankful that I've got the opportunity to come out here and be successful again. Again, huge thank you to my fleet manager, Andrew Moore. He got the same last name, but we're not related. I'm a lot better looking than he is. And then my recruiter, I talked to her a few times, maybe a month, just kind of see what's going on with recruiting and let this guy go by. I had to walk away because everybody's reefer unit's running, so I come down here and stand off the curb, but then that's where the turnaround for the cat scale is. So, I talked to Stacey, Barrera. Her phone number is always in the description of my videos. My phone number is always in the description of my videos. Email address, all that stuff. Talked to her about what's going on with recruiting. I hadn't talked to her in about a month probably. But I always call to check in. She's great. If you're considering coming to Prime, absolutely call her. The way recruiters work, if you call Prime, whoever the first person to pick up the phone is who your recruiter is going to be. If you call and then you want a different recruiter, they tend not to do that. I found that out. A few people that watch my videos and use my referral code, and then they would see Stacey's name, so they would call her. But they had already talked to another recruiter, and Stacey, pretty much told them, that's the way they get paid, is off of people that they recruit. So she can't really take somebody that somebody else has already started a dialogue with. So, but if you do want to come to Prime, please, give Stacey a call. Ask any questions that you have. Again, my phone number and email address are all down in the bottom description. I have a referral code for myself. I know a lot of y'all have used that, and man, I appreciate it. That little bit of extra help really helps, especially over the last few weeks that my truck had been, I guess you'd say, out of service. But again, just super thankful to be here. Super thankful to all of y'all for watching. Follow, y'all go check out my Instagram and Facebook too. I'll put links to those down there too. I've done it in the past, but there's a lot of things that I put on, especially Instagram, stories and posts and stuff that I don't ever put out, on YouTube. But there's a lot of cool pictures and stuff that you can kind of see more about. So I'll put the Instagram and the Facebook stuff. You guys go check that out. Oh, I was almost gonna end this video without talking about the headphone giveaway. Okay, I got to figure out how to do this, and I'm just now thinking about this as I'm filming this video. Rules for being entered to win the headset or the earbuds. Let me think about that, and I'll start this video back in just a second. Okay, so with the headphone drawing, I think what I'm gonna do, because I think there's like 1,500 subscribers. I know a lot of those don't watch every week, and a lot of them aren't really invested in the channel. I get that. So to better the odds for the people who are, I guess, engaged with the videos and stuff, requirement number 1, you have to be subscribed to the channel. Requirement number 2, you have to follow my Instagram. And requirement number 3, you have to like the video, like this video. It's easy. 2 of those are easy. If you don't have Instagram, I don't know, but so like, subscribe, Instagram, and leave a comment. The way you're going to be entered in this is you leave your, you leave a comment under the video and say done, and then I'll, make sure you're a subscriber, make sure you're following the Instagram, make sure that you like the video, and I'll put everybody that does, I'll give you a week. How about that? Today's Sunday. Let's say a week. So next, I guess I'll do it, after I'm done with home time. How's that sound? My first video back from home time, we'll do the drawing. What I'll do is I'll go, everybody that listed done on their, as their comment to the video, everybody that lists done, in the order that you put it, whoever, first comment will be number 1, second comment will be number 2, so on, and we'll figure out however many people, like I said, I think there's 1,500 subscribers, but I think it'll be best if we do it this way. That way, whoever wants to be in there can be in there. I think the odds will be a lot better for you. So say we have 30 people, say there's 50 people. Well, now the chances are 1 in 30, 1 in 50 instead of 1 in 1,500. So again, subscribe, like the video, follow Instagram, and then comment done after you've done all that. Like I said, I'll follow up, I'll do it. I'll go through the list and see who commented first, second, third, put you on the list 1, 2, 3, and then I guess I'll do a random number generator on Google. Yeah, that'll be the best thing. So if we end up with, say, 50 people, I'll go on Google, say, random number generator between numbers 1 and 50, and whatever number that is, assigned to whatever number you commented, that's who will get the headphones. I didn't think about this before I did it. I wanted to do something to say, how much I appreciate the subscribers and people watching the videos. This came, I paid for these headphones with the money that I get from ad revenue from YouTube, which that's changing too. I didn't realize that the commercials that are in there are just, you can change the way the commercials are. So there'll be no commercials. I'm gonna cut out the commercials in the middle. It's just the way that YouTube has it set up from the beginning, and I didn't know that you could change that. Now I do, so there'll be no more commercials in the middle of a video. Again, a lot of people don't like commercials, but it helps me do cool stuff like this. So again, that YouTube revenue is what's paying for these headphones. So I got them in the truck. I'm still loving mine. I got the blue and yellow pair. They're great. They're not noise canceling, but they're noise isolating. So basically you put it in your ear and the tip kind of expands and just, closes off to all the outside sound. So if I want to, lay in the bed and watch a movie on my iPad or something, or a projector, put those in. I don't have to hear the reefer unit running. I don't have to hear the APU of the truck beside me running. It's kind of isolation. It's really nice. Anyway, been running my mouth. Yeah, so I hope everybody's doing great. I'm having a great time. again, if you want to come to Prime, it's never been a better time. I'm loving it, getting to see beautiful places. Yeah, give me a call, shoot me an email. Again, Stacey, I left her, she's my recruiter. I left her number down in the description, my referral code if you want to use that. Again, thank you very much to the people that have. It really does help out. Just beautiful, getting to come down, again, coming down that Highway 89, just carving through the canyons. Got really close. I actually drove right past Horseshoe Canyon, which is the part of the Colorado River that, you know, the famous horseshoe part of the river that everybody stops to take pictures of. There's not really a good place to park, and it kind of caught me off guard. Next time I'll probably call ahead if I know that I'm going to be back here again, and just ask if there's any particular. They had a big parking lot, but I didn't want to go in there with all the cars, plus carrying a trailer. Get in there, you can't get turned around, nightmare. So, yeah, I'll probably call the next time I come this way. Also, just back about 30 miles back is Meteor Crater. Really cool. I guess it's a archaeological area. Basically, when the crater, I don't know how long ago, big crater hit out here in Arizona, and there's a monument for it. You can still go look at it. It's huge. I've seen the Google satellite view. There's a truck parked down there, and like the camper parking. But I definitely want to call them also, because I think it's like 9 or 10 miles off of the interstate, off of Interstate 40, south of the interstate. So I want to call them and make sure that it's cool to go back there, because I don't want to, you know, get all the way back there and be like, oh, you know, we just paved this part of the parking lot, it's closed, sorry, you're gonna have to back out 9 miles. That would be just a nightmare. So I'm gonna call them also. So I'm gonna call Horseshoe Bend the next time I'm over here. I'm gonna call Meteor Crater next time I'm here, and try to go there. My goal this year, I'm gonna try being the operative word, I'm gonna try to hit a few national parks. I passed like 6 in Utah and in Arizona, and it was, you know, I'm in a rush because I'm already, you know, going south instead of going across 80, so I'm already adding miles to the trip. But my goal is, yeah, next time, you know, I try to take a vacation somewhere, I'm gonna try to, you know, drop my trailer at whatever receiver that I get to. I obviously work with my fleet manager and try to, you know, coordinate an area. But maybe summertime, me and my parents talked about meeting at Yellowstone, you know, Yosemite out in California. If I can drop the trailer and get close in the truck, just bobtail to a national park, I think that'd be really cool. You know, get as close as I can, park it, you know, get a rental car, get a hotel or whatever for a week. Yeah, that's my goal. I want to hit some national parks. Never been to one. Been through a lot of them, driving. Went through Death Valley out in California with Marlou. Obviously driving Grand Canyon, Coral Sands, I think it's called. I'm having a brain fart. I passed, like I said, 4 or 5 national parks just coming through 2 states. So they're definitely out there. They're definitely accessible. Now I might have to deadhead a good ways to them sometimes, especially like this 89. If you get off of 15 onto 89, you better be full of fuel, because you don't get to a truck stop. There's a Flying J just before that place that I parked last night, but it's, I mean, you better be full of fuel because it's a long way. I don't know, guys. Happy to be out here. Yeah, I'm away from home a lot, but again, I'm getting paid really good and getting to see a lot of awesome stuff. Heading home now for a week. I don't know. I'm happy. So if anybody has questions, comment below. You know, send me an email, send me a phone call, text, whatever. If I don't answer your call, I'll call you back. I don't know. I'm happy. Loving life. Thanks, guys.